Good day. I am Kabristante Hazel 21 years old, living in Abisma Binay, Negros Oriental. I am a third-year college student with the program Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino. This is my self-video presentation for the task number 4, which is the comparison of the Philippine and Cambodia based on these 4 questions. Number 1, the teacher's qualification. Number 2, professional engagement and support of teacher. Number 3, sample of a faculty development program. And lastly, organizational structure. Number 1, the teacher's qualification. Nowadays, educators are very crucial for the lives of young children and youth that can help them shape their future. These teachers' qualifications and standards help demonstrate good subjects and curriculum knowledge, fostering and maintaining pupils' interest and addressing misunderstandings. Plan and teach well-instructed lessons, imparting knowledge and developing understanding through effective use of lesson time to promote a love of learning. So here's the Philippine professional qualification and standard for teachers. Becoming a public or private school teachers in the Philippines requires dedication, passion, love, and patience. Teaching is a noble profession, as many have said. But how do we become one? Let us know the step and process in becoming a licensed professional teacher. First, take a Bachelor of Elementary Education or Bachelor in Secondary Education, major to 4-year degree diploma in education. Number 2, take and pass the board licensure examination for professional teachers. Number 3, process your license and other documents at PRC. Next step is to process your license and documents like Certificate of Ratings, Certificate of Good Standing, and Certificate of Passing. Number 4, process your applications at DepEd, typically applications for teachers in Department of Education. The usual process includes demonstration, teaching, interview, English proficiency test, and demonstrations of special skills. To be qualified, and to be included in registry of qualified applicants, you have to earn the minimum required points for 75 points. Number 5, process your appointment. If you reach in this step, it means you are now a certified public school teacher. You have to process some more documents for your official appointment. The Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers defines teachers' quality in the Philippines. The standards describe the expectations of teachers, increasing levels of knowledge, practice, and professional engagement. The standard allows the teacher for growing understanding, applied with increasing sophistication across a broader and more complex range of teaching or learning situations. The following describes the breadth of 7 domains that are required by teachers to be effective in the 21st century in the Philippines. First, recognize the importance of mastery of content, knowledge, and its interconnectedness within across curriculum areas, coupled with a sound and critical understanding of the applications of the theories and principles of teaching and learning. They displays proficiency in mother tongue, Filipino, English to facilitate the teaching and learning process. Number 2, provide learning environment that are safe, secure, fair, and supportive in order to promote learners' responsibility and achievement. They create an environment that is learning focused. Establish learning environment that are responsive to learners' diversity. They respect learners' diverse characteristics and experiences as inputs to the planning and design of learning opportunities. Number 4, interact with the national and local curriculum requirements. They translate curriculum to content into learning activities that are relevant to learners and based on the principles of teaching and effective learning. Number 5, apply a variety of assessment tools and strategies in monitoring, evaluating, documenting, and reporting lessons that are needs to progress and achievement. They use assessment data in a variety of ways to inform and enhance the teaching and learning process and program. They provide learners with the necessary feedback about learning outcomes that informs the reporting cycles and enables teachers to select, organize, and use sound assessment process. Number 6, establish school community partnership, aim to enriching the learning environment as well as the community's engagement in the educative process. And number 7, value personal growth and professional development, and exhibit in high personal regard for the professions by maintaining qualities that uphold the dignity of teaching, such as caring, attitude, respect, and integrity. They value personal and professional reflection and learning to improve their practice. Cambodia's professional qualifications and standard for teacher. Most Asian countries, teachers' qualifications have bachelor or master degree, but the teacher qualifications in Cambodia have different training system. The current entry qualifications to train a primary school teachers in Cambodia is a grade 12 certificate. Candidates are also required to pass an entrance examination for training. The other component is teacher training education. This allows students that successfully completed grade 12 or grade 9 to pursue teacher certificate at Provincial Teacher Training College for primary school teachers or Regional Teachers Training Center for lower secondary school teachers. For primary education, it is a 12 plus 2, which means 12 years basic education and 2 years training. Lower secondary school teachers followed a similar pathway, starting with 12 plus 2, while upper secondary school requirements is a 12 plus 4. This is an university degree. Cambodia's professional standard, MOAS, implements teacher professional standard to boost quality of education, with teachers a vital factor in developing the nation, particularly with regard to education quality. This has been created as a guide for all the educators for the preparations of teacher training programs, as well as other training courses to upgrade the capacity of teachers, using information communication technology or ICT to meet the demands of digital age while remaining in line with the expectations of society. The teacher professional standards are divided into 4 components. First, professional knowledge, professional practices, professional study, and lastly, professional ethics. Now, professional knowledge. Teacher must have professional knowledge in number 1, knowledge of student. Teachers have to know clearly about students' learning needs, capacity, academic background, and attitude. Teacher must be aware of students' family status and other factors like ethnicity. 2, knowledge of learning content. Teacher must be aware of the national education policies and the purposes of general education. Teachers need to be able to prepare effective lesson plans, understand the content of the curriculum, and explain subject content well. And number 3, knowledge of how students learn. Teacher must understand the educational context of the classroom and the wider community. Teacher needs to understand how students learn. Teachers should understand differences in student skills, learning speed, and learning styles. Number 2, professional practices. Teacher must complete the following activities. Number 1, planning and monitoring of academic outcomes. Teachers need to prepare effective lesson plans, understand the curriculum, and correctly assess learning outcomes based on the curriculum books for teachers and students and other appropriate learning materials. And number 2, management of learning environment. Teacher must provide a safe learning environment. Teachers should help learners become increasingly responsible for their learning style, such as through self-learning, mini projects, and group reports. Number 3, teaching methodology. Teachers should use a range of teaching methods to facilitate students' learning and meets the MOAS curriculum standard. Teachers must meet student learning styles and needs through the suitable implementations of various teaching methods. Number 3, the professional study. Good teaching encourages students to ensure their success in learning. And lastly, professional ethics. This involves an aspect of teaching profession, including having commitment to best education students, utilizing a professional conscience, working wisely, and passing the necessary knowledge of the MOA's Code of Ethics and Education Law. Teachers are to behave responsibly in their duties, including punctuality and attendance, and the wearing of appropriate dress at school. Teacher must be caring for students and work in interest of students and society. Teachers have to demonstrate a strong responsibility to the teaching profession. Teacher ought to demonstrate positive models of ethical behavior and enjoy a harmonious relationship with students and wider community. With professional standard, the most important tool and most accurate measure in building teacher capacity. The Ministry of Youth has implemented the teacher's professional standard accordingly to raise the quality of teaching and improve students' learning outcomes. Now, let's go to professional engagement and support of teacher. When it comes to government priorities, many countries emphasize on education. Of course, all sectors are important, but the government has priorities. In both the Philippines and Cambodia, the most important sector that could greatly affect a country's future is the education. The Philippine government is supporting for teachers' professional growth through providing professional training and program like, for example, the Professional Development Program on Assessment and Emerging Literacies with focus on PISA in line with the commitment to improve the quality of basic education in the Philippines. Its aim is to improve the teacher's assessment, strategies, methods, and content knowledge in math, science, and reading, and to help them align their classroom practices with emerging literacies measured by international assessments. The program consists of 5 component courses, namely enhancement of teachers' assessment, competencies, assessment of learning in DepEd, the Philippine K-12 curriculum, and the international large-scale assessment. Number 4, adapting assessment principles and practices to the emerging literacies. And lastly, monitored applications of assessment practice in a classroom setting. As a government employees, DepEd teachers get all the benefits that comes with being a public servant in the Philippines. In addition, aside from the salary every month, DepEd teachers also get additional financial incentives and benefits that are unique to their nature of work. Here's the incentive and benefits of DepEd public school teachers in the Philippines. Basic employment benefits, PhilHealth, membership, health insurance for hospitalizations and annual physical exams, GSIS benefits, retirement and life insurance plan, vacation credits up to 15 days in a year, leave privileges, maternity leave, paternity leave, and study leave. Number 2, performance-based bonus. The performance-based bonus is annual incentive given to all the government employees who have been assessed to have contributed to the accomplishments of the unit or he or she belongs to. Personal Economic Relief Allowance or PERA. It is annual. This is another allowance given to all government employees to augment their take-home pay for the rising cost of living in the country. The bonus amounts of 2,000 pesos per month regardless of rank or performance. This totals to 24,000 pesos per year given to all teachers. Mid-year and year-end bonuses. Cash gift. Regular DepEd teachers are also entitled to receive 2 bonuses every year, and it is equivalent to 1 month of your salary. Clothing allowance. DepEd teachers are required to wear a standard department uniform as mandated Department of Education. To pay for the uniform, DepEd teachers are given 6,000 pesos every year, which comes in a summer break. Teaching supplies allowance for chalk allowance. DepEd teachers benefits. Teaching supplies allowance aside from uniforms, teacher also needs to pay for their supplies that they use for class. Special hardship allowance. Hardship allowance, this is given to teachers who are assigned to hardship post and is equivalent to 25% of teachers' basic pay. Long-term incentives. Loyalty cash incentives, this is given to any permanent teachers or non-teaching employee who has served in the department for at least 10 or 5 years and has a minimum of satisfactory rating in all those years. Proportional vacation pay. The proportional vacation pay refers to the amount received by the teacher during the school breaks from April, May, and December. In Cambodia, the engagement and support of the Cambodian government to its education system, as well as educators, is quite good. Like the Philippines, both are the third world countries, but their overpowering support for the education system is priceless. One of the programs Cambodia implemented through partnership is the Strengthening Teacher Education Program in Cambodia, or STEPCOM. It is a 3-year initiative designed by the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports, or so-called MOAS, and UNESCO, and financed by the Global Partnership for Education. And UNESCO, the initiative support of the effort of MOAS with the objective to improve the quality of teaching in order to improve students' learning. Aside from this program and training, government also provides their rights, their salary, and incentives. Teachers will receive their base salaries and additional benefits in a single package. Health, risk, and rural bonuses will all be folded into teachers' base salaries. A sub-decree signed by Prime Minister Hun Sen on Monday says the new aggregate payments will be delivered to primary and secondary school teachers, as well as university lecturers and administration. The bonuses collectively will be $37 per month for primary school teachers, $57 for secondary school teachers, and $41 for university administrators, and $90 for lecturers according to the sub-decree. Educational Award Package. For teachers in Cambodia, as a non-civil servant, you will receive a stipend from TFC or school partnership up to $415 per month, which is competitive in entry-level positions in other companies. For civil servant, you will receive up to $165 up to the current salary provided by the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports. The purpose of the top-up in support by equity among fellows. Transitional funding and support. As with any new job, you should prepare for expenses that might arise before the first paycheck. Covering this cost can be difficult, so Teacher in Cambodia provides a funding package of $600 one time only, so fellows can join pre-service training, incentive summer training, and transitions to their classroom teaching. Benefits: training, leadership development, and community projects. Fellows will be trained, coached, and supported by the dedicated team in Cambodia and experts from other countries to ensure that they can become effective teachers and leaders. Aside from the salary, Cambodia has small benefits and incentives for the teachers from their government compared to the Philippines, but both countries believed, and with high regards for educational to be the key for the children's brighter future and economic growth. Number 3. Sample of a faculty development program. Faculty development is the process of providing professional development training and coaching to faculty members to help them improve their work performance, particularly in specific areas such as teaching and research. In the Philippines, here's this sample of faculty development program. Faculty development program rationale. Aligned with the vision, mission, core values, and guiding principles as a learner-centered public institution, the Bamilay National High School Faculty Development Program provides appropriate and relevant educational experiences in the aspects of intellectual development, physical development, spiritual development, and social development to Mabinay National High School faculty members who are the forefront of teaching, learning, research, and community engagement in their specific disciplines. Challenged by globalization, increasing demands of industry, and the influx of the Keto 12 curriculum, Mabinay National High School is committed to develop, nourish, and support the pool of faculty who are academic frontrunners, blessed with the cutting-edge development and innovations in their fields of specializations, and pursue holistic growth as persons and as learners. While the Faculty Development Program has the faculty members' integral growth and its intermediate end, Ultimately, it is the students who will benefit from the presence of holistically trained faculty members who are pursued for excellence in a build of culture for learning-based collaboration, teamwork, and shared vision. The faculty development program is anchored to an overarching principles in the Department of Education to develop and sustain quality faculty committed to lifelong personal and professional improvement and services. First, intellectual development. Seminars and in-service training, educational strips, English or Filipino proficiency spelling test, speech, quiz bee, events, and general education or knowledge for the Olympic session final management classroom. Management pursue higher studies. Objectives: to enrich the skills, talents, capabilities, and knowledge of the teachers. To showcase one's talents by sharing it to the other teachers. The expected output is to increase knowledge, improve skills, and talents. Number 2, physical development. Wellness group, sport feast, basketball, volleyball, badminton, table tennis, Friday Zumba, and dance contest. The objectives: to enhance the physical strength, agility, self-confidence, social skills, and to maintain good health and the teachers. The expected output is to enhance and balance physical well-being. Number 3, spiritual development. Mass BSC sessions, Bible study groups, recollections, and retreats. Objectives: to nurture one's faith in God and to develop a caring group among the teachers. Expected output: depend and nurtured faith in God. Number 4, social development. Faculty orientation, monthly faculty meeting feedback, giving peer monitoring or coaching National Teachers Month, activities outgoing team, building activities, and Christmas party. Objectives: to develop friendship and among the teachers seasoned, add new ones to boost self-confidence among the new members of the faculty. Expected output is to heighten camaraderie, strong bonding, and positive relations with one another. On the other hand, here is the other sample for faculty development program in Cambodia. The Combodia University of Technology and Science, or ComTech, offers a collaborative teacher training program with high-profile academics and professionals from the UK, USA, Australian, Canadian, Chinese, and Malaysian universities. For excellence in university teaching, ComTech offers the comprehensive professional development program for current academics and potential future lecture. For candidates must have been at least one undergraduate degree of global universities. Through the applications of the best practice developed are the learning outcomes and the structures of the proposed faculty development program. Learning outcomes. By the end of the development program, participants are expected to demonstrate the ability for effective communication to wider audiences, including quality slide presentations and directed learning. Demonstrate ability in class management, engagement, time management, and team skills development. Demonstrate knowledge of institutional philosophy, core values, cultures, and background. Develop an understanding of various teaching and assessment methods at university. Demonstrate knowledge of various learning, motivations, and engagement theories in educational pedagogy. Demonstrate ability to teach hard and soft skills with a focus of research in teaching that corresponds the industry, business, and community needs. Use technologies includes digital, AVR, and other technologies in teaching and lab session. Demonstrate knowledge of writing research, proposal, and other publications. Demonstrate ability to create and support an inclusive learning environment. Learning activities. The teaching method based on the principles of andragogy will be employed in a faculty development program. These are the 8 principles of andragogy, which includes active learning, problem-centric, previous experience, relevance, emotional corrections, self-learning, alignment, and fun. Session in this faculty development program will focus on lectures and activities based on problem and project-based learning. Participants will be put in groups to discuss best practice and find solutions that the problems or projects related to teaching at university. All the lectures will be delivered in interactive seminar fashions to ensure that engagement in all the participants. Some of the key activities for the Faculty Development Program are as follows: teaching demo, lecture demo, or lab demo, presentation, individual projects, group projects, and marking a strategy for team, lecture seminars and workshop, group discussions, critique and reflections on adult learning theories with educational psychology, problem-based and inquiry-based learning, problem provide and lectures working together to find solution. The last but not the least, number 4, organizational structure. DepEd management structure. To carry out its mandates and objectives, the department is organized into 2 major structural components. First is the central office. Maintains the overall administrations of basic education at the national level. Second is the field offices, are responsible for the regional and local coordination and administrations of the department's mandate. RA 9155 provides that the department should have no more than 4 undersecretaries and 4 assistant secretaries, with at least 1 undersecretaries and 1 assistant secretary, who are career service officer chosen among the staff of the department. At present, the department operates with 4 undersecretaries in the areas of: first, program and project; 2, regional operation; 3, finance and administrations; and lastly, number 4, legal affairs. 4 assistant secretaries in the areas of: first, program and projects; second, planning and development; third, budget and financial affairs; and lastly, legal affairs. At the sub-national levels, the field offices consist of the following: 16 regional offices including the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao or ARM, each headed by a regional director; 157 provincial and city school divisions, each headed by a schools division superintendent. Assisting the school division offices are 2,227 school districts, each headed by a district supervisor. Under the supervisions of the school division offices are 48,446 schools, broken down as follows: 40,763 elementary school, consists of 36,234 public and 4,529 private. 7,683 secondary schools, consists of 4,422 public and 3,261 private. Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001. The bill transforming the name of the Department of Education, Culture and Sports, DEX, to the Department of Education, DepEd, and redefining the role of field offices, regional offices, division offices, district offices, and schools. Implementing rules and regulation. Principles. The Department of Education must serve the students and the teachers, its primary constituents. The principals, schools administrators, and teachers in charge must exercise instructional leadership and sound administrative management of the school. The school is the heart of the formal education system. The parents and the community shall be encouraged for active involvement. Powers, duties, and functions of the Secretary. The Secretary of the Department of Education shall exercise overall authority and supervisions over the operations of the department. Section 7. Power, duties, and function. First, formulating national educational policies. Second, formulating a national basic education plan. Third, promulgating national educational standard. Fourth, monitoring and assessing national learning outcomes. Fifth, undertaking national educational research and studies. 6. Enhancing the employment status, professional competence, welfare, and working conditions of all personnel of the department. And lastly, enhancing the total development of learners through local and national programs and/or projects. The regional director. There shall be many regional offices and many provided by law. Each regional office shall have a director, an assistant director, and office staff for program, promotion, and support planning, administrative, legal, and fiscal services. Section 7. Powers, duties, and functions. First, Defining a regional educational policy framework which reflects with the values, needs, and expectations of the communities and served. Second, developing a regional basic education plan. Third, developing regional educational standard with a view towards benchmarking for international competitiveness. Monitoring, evaluating, and assessing regional learning outcomes. Undertaking research, project, and developing and management region-wide project which may be funded through official development assistance and or other funding agencies. 6. Ensuring strict compliance and prescribed national criteria for the recruitment, selections, and training of all the staff in the region and division. Formulating in coordinations with the National Development Council, the budget of support, the regional educational plan, which shall take the accounts of educational plans of the divisions and districts. Number 8. Determining the organization components of the divisions and district and approving the proposed staffing patterns of all employees in the divisions and districts. Number 9. Hiring, placing, and evaluating all employees in the regional offices, except for the positions of assistant director. Number 10. Evaluating all schools division superintendents and assistant division superintendents in the region. The school division superintendent. A division shall consist of province or city which shall have a school division superintendent. There shall be at least one assistant school division superintendent with office staff for programs, promotions, planning, administrative, fiscal, legal, ancillary, and other support services. The powers, duties, and function. Division level. Consistent with the national educational policies, plans, and standard, the school division superintendent shall have authority, accountability, and responsibility for the following. First, developing and implementing division's education's development plans. Planning and managing the effective and efficient use of all personnel, physical and fiscal resource of the division, including professional staff development. Hiring, placing, and evaluating all division supervisions and school district supervisors as well as the employees in the division, both teaching and non-teaching personnel, including school heads, except for the assistant division superintendent. School district supervisor. A school district shall have a school district supervisor and office staff for program promotion. The school district supervisor shall primarily perform staff functions and shall not exercise administrative supervisions over school principals unless specifically authorized by the proper authorities. Powers, duties, and function. School district level. The school district supervisor shall be responsible for providing professional and instructional advice and support to the school heads and teachers, facilitators of schools and learning centers in the district or cluster thereof, curricula supervision, and performing such other functions as may be assigned by proper authorities. The school heads or principal. There shall be a school head for all public elementary schools and public high schools or a cluster thereof. The establishment of integrated school from existing public elementary and public high school shall be encouraged, subject to the guidelines shall will be issued for the purpose by the Secretary of Education. Now, this is the organizational structure of Cambodian ministry involved in education. There is a significant overlap between many ministries that have a hand in Cambodian education policy and implementation. The two major bodies involved are the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports and the Department of Higher Education. But there is a single authority to implement the policies that the two agencies create. Because of this, reality often does not reflect the vision laid out in government documents due to the lack of monitoring agency designated to enforce key educational policies nationwide. These ministries collaborate to provide academic scholarship, specifically when it comes to higher education, to further their policy of ensuring equitable access to education service. MOACE has set a goal to collaborate with the MEF to increase a number of scholarships given to 15% of students graduating from upper secondary schools. Quality control. There is also an overlap between MOACE and the Ministry of Labor and Vocational Training. When it comes to overseeing higher educational training, programs, specifically vocational schools, the Cambodian education law does not have a separate provision for the involvement in the education sector, which has led to the competition between the two ministries rather than cooperation. Also included in the law 2007 is the establishment of Supreme National Council of Education. This organization does not yet exist. Led by the Prime Minister, this council would be responsible for developing strategic long-term plans, policies, and oversight of the entire education system at all levels. Knowledge is useful only if teachers use it to improve teaching and create a favorable learning environment using appropriate teaching methods to support students in achieving better learning outcomes to improve the education system of the betterment of humanity. By Dr. Han Chon, Naran Minister of Education, Youth, and Sport in Cambodia. And that's all. Thank you.